Alright, so let's begin for this mindfulness meditation session. We're going to start in Viparita Karani. Legs elevated up the wall, over a lounge, a piece of furniture, bed, wherever you're practicing. Inverted if you can. If you've got a bolster, you can put your bottom on the bolster with the hips elevated, so there's more of an inversion. Your choice. So the backs of the heels hip distance, let the feet drop. And then the sense of the legs dropping down into the hips and pelvis. Is there balance or is there difference? From the hips to the shoulders, balanced or different. Arms out comfortably wide, turn the palms up. Gesture of openness and receiving. Are the arms the same distance away from the body? And then tuck the chin down. Elongate the back of the neck and take this time as yours. So again, as you settle into the posture, legs elevated. Legs lifted, and when they drop, the weight of the legs dropping into hips and pelvis. Is there a sense of releasing, a sense of letting go? So backs of heels hip distance, wherever you're at, feet dropping out or in. What's the rotation for you? Noticing balanced or different. Feel the weight of the legs dropping into hips and pelvis. Balanced or different? Does one leg bend more than the other? What does it feel like as the weight of the legs drop into the hips and pelvis? And then across the back of the hips and pelvis, the buttocks, let the muscles soften. Slide up each side of the back once you do to the shoulders. And are they balanced, buttocks to shoulders? The arms out comfortably wide. Again, noticing, are they the same distance away from the body? Turn the palms up. Gesture of openness and receiving. Chin down, elongate the back of the neck. And then surrender completely. In this half inversion, what does it feel like? Is there any releasing, any softening, any letting go? Give yourself a few moments and scan through your body, tuning into any feelings that might grab your attention. Conscious breaths in and out. When you're ready, can you let your awareness rest on the breath and just simply feeling the connection to breath, the movement of breath in and out of your body. We don't need to change the breath. Can we simply tune into it? It's always there. The breath is there for us daily, inhales and exhales. We tune our awareness to the breath without wanting or needing to change it. Simply noticing, where does the breath occur as we breathe in? And where does the breath occur as we breathe out? Feelings, sensations, what do we notice? On your next exhalation, press the heels up, stretch them out or up as high as you can. Feel a lengthening through the back of legs. And then bend those legs down into Supta Baddha Konasana. Soles of feet together and the knees press back towards the wall or furniture. So hands on the inside edge of the legs. Breathe in, feel the knees are trying to come in towards each other, the hands resist. And then exhale, press the knees wide to the wall. Breathe in, knees are trying to press together, hands resist. Exhale, press them wide. Take 8 more rounds of breath in this way. Opening through the hips and legs, so when you come up to sit, those legs and hips might feel a little bit more released and open for you. Once you finish the last round of breath work, let the knees simply drop away. The hands can stay resting there. Give yourself a moment's surrender. Then bring the knees up into the chest, wrap the arms around the legs, hug them in, rock the body side to side, massage and mobilize. When you're ready, roll to the right, come up to sit, finding your meditation seat. Excuse me, if it's not easy for you to sit comfortably, prop yourself up on a bolster or a cushion. If you're feeling fatigued, rest your back against the wall or a piece of furniture, lounge your bed wherever you're practicing. And then settle, let the body settle into your seated posture. Shoulders balanced above the hips, not leaning forward or falling back. Let the abdominal wall be relaxed. Feel the spine is nice and gently tall. Tuck the chin slightly, back of neck long, so we call it Jalandhara Bandha. We're not forcing the chin down and straining the neck. We're just initiating a subtle tuck of the chin to start with, and just let the musculature of the neck switch on gently to support our head, but not straining. Especially if we've been sitting and hanging, looking at computer screens and our neck gets compressed. Give yourself a moment, gently tuck the chin, more a feeling of elongation. Shoulders relaxed down in the back, chest open and lifted, belly long and soft, sitting down into your hips and pelvis. Legs crossed, full Padmasana if it's easy for you to do so. Easy crossed legs, however that is for you. Sore knees, simply take a leg straight. Close the eyes, turn the focus in, and take a moment. So as soon as you're here in the stillness, what's here for you? Feelings, sensations. If you need to, rock the hips and pelvis a moment, realign, readjust shoulders, do a little bit of a shimmy or a shake through the body just to get some release. Not being rigid about how you sit, about where you are. Find a softness, a gentleness within. When you do find that comfortable seat, it's almost like you just drop in. It becomes like a stillness or a spaciousness around you. Almost like a plumb line of energy from the crown of the head down to the pelvis. This plumb line of energy drops straight down. It's almost like you just sit into it. The body finds its space and you're there. And again, keep tuning inward, noticing what's here for you tonight. Any sensations through the body. Just a few more moments sitting into this feeling. What grabs your attention? As we come to be, we are human beings. The human part, the action, the everyday movement, yin and yang energy, and then the being, the be, when we come to stillness just to be. We are humans being. The human, perhaps the physical side, the being, the sense side, the stillness, the spiritual side. We're born into this life, human being. We're taking this moment to be, to find this still point, this reference point, just to be. Letting go of the activity of the day. Can we let our mind start to settle into the stillness? We've cued the body to be still, we've propped and supported. In the stillness, the breath comes to a more regulated, relaxed and calm state. We're not exerting energy. Is there then the cue for the mind within to settle, to come into calm? So as you sit, turn both palms up, bring the right hand on top of the left so the palms turn up, and then the thumb tips touch, Dhyana Mudra. So both palms are turned up, right hand resting in left, thumb tips gently connect, let the hands rest in the lap, let your shoulders relax down into your back, let the elbows be heavy, feeling them drop. Dhyana Mudra. Give yourself this moment sitting into any feeling by placing the hands one on top of the other and thumbs gently touching. Awareness of any change just by changing the mudra. Tuning in, what do you feel? So this mudra perhaps reminds us of our inherent wisdom. It helps us to attune in, the wisdom within, awakening. Perhaps it's balancing our right and left energies through the body. It helps us to perhaps heal old wounds, being able to let them go. As we sit into our inherent knowledge and wisdom, being able to be present, creating a better presence for this moment, so then what carries forward for us. We sit into this presence of being, the presence to just be, awakening our inherent wisdom to be. We were born with it. We sometimes forget about it, get caught up in the rushing around, the fight and flight of getting through our days. We come back to be. Quietening inward. Notice if any story arises, and if it does, can we let go of it? Try not to thread another thought onto the initial thought. Let the thoughts return to wherever they've come from, without getting involved, without grasping and pulling them in, without pushing them away. And as we sit in being, I talked about this plumb line of energy dropping down from crown of head to pelvis. Could you come down into your foundations? So Muladhara, our base chakra, our foundations, the element of earth. As we sit, can we sit into this feeling of steadiness, of groundedness, connection, balance? What does it feel like to connect down? Grounded and stable. Notice how that feels for you as you sit. Grounded, stable, connected. Not trying to lift out of our foundations, but settle into them. Feeling an ease and able to sit into our foundations, steady, centered. Mother Earth, providing everything that we need. Sit onto her. Connect down. If you feel you're trying to hold yourself up, just let yourself surrender down. Does it change any of the energies in through the body? And you give yourself permission just to ground down. Muladhara, this base chakra, situated in either the perineum or cervix region. So deep in our pelvic region, our base, offering our foundations and our support. Notice if you've been gripping and trying to hold on. And so from here now, just keep letting go, resting down. allowing ourselves to be. Exhale fully. And then let's come up a little bit higher than that perineum, cervix region. And move your focus back towards your tailbone. Swadhisthana, the tip of tailbone, our second chakra. That's the element of water. Fluidity, feelings, emotions. Notice how it feels, the element of water. So do you feel the body isn't rigid and stiff? There's movement, fluidity and flexibility with water. If you pour water into a shape, it will fill up that shape. It isn't rigid. So as you sit, can you feel the fluidity of your shape? Maybe you're aware of the breath. Maybe you feel a vibration or sensation in your body as you sit. And so this second chakra is associated with sexuality, sensuality, feelings, flexibility, mobility. Just give yourself a moment sitting into these feelings, the fluidity, being able to go with the flow. Can you sit into this moment, allowing yourself to be in flow? And maybe you can visualize the ebb and flow of a deep water. Could you feel yourself floating on the ebb and flow of the water? And perhaps the ebb and flow of water is the same as the ebb and flow of our consciousness of being. Sometimes we're a little more aware than others. Consciously aware, going with the flow. And if you do feel there's some rigidity in your body, can you let yourself soften? If you're trying to sit tall, surrender it. Try not to be rigid whilst you're here. Is there fluidity in the stillness? And then coming up a little bit higher and in behind our navel center, Manipura chakra. Manipura is the city of jewels. It's our solar plexus, our fire, our digestive fire, our Agni. If we let our abdominal region soften, is there warmth in behind the navel? The element of fire. Imagine there's a big ball of fire, a big sun in behind that navel, keeping us warm. What fuels the fire? Air. So let your breaths be steady and calm. And feeling the breath fuel the fire of that Agni, that digestive fire. Always keeping the kindling on that fire. We never want it to go out, so we don't overeat or overdrink. Noticing sensible times. Too much of one thing, if we put the fire out, too much dampness. But then we don't want a raging fire either. Monitoring that fire in the belly. Our self-assertiveness. Our self-discipline. assertive yet disciplined, finding that balance. Sitting into the warmth of your belly. And then rising up to the middle of your chest, around the heart center region, but in the middle of the chest, behind the sternum, in front of the spine, Anahata chakra, the center for loving kindness and compassion. And the element is air. Can you feel a lightness and a spaciousness in around this heart region? So the air, the lungs, as we breathe in, maybe you feel expansion and opening, and exhale, softening. Can we focus in the middle of the chest, and as we breathe in, expansion, exhale, softening. The element of air in the middle of the chest. Feel the lightness, feel the spaciousness, loving kindness for community, for humankind, for self and other. Is there a light? Is there a spark in the middle of your chest? Compassion and kindness, that unwavering flame, that light, even though there's air flowing, that unwavering light is not flickering. Middle chest, center heart. And then let your awareness come up into the throat, Vishuddhi chakra, where sound vibrates. You could tuck the chin in a little, and as you exhale, you could sigh the breath out. You could hum the breath out. It's putting a little bit of sound in the throat, where a deep healing occurs in our throat. Is there a deep sense of spaciousness in the depth of the throat, the pit of the throat? Could you almost feel like there's a nectar that drops down from the top of the head, comes down and pools in the throat, soothing and healing that throat region. So when we next speak and communicate, not only what we say, but how we say is communicated with ease and understood with ease. Vishuddhi, our throat chakra. Feeling a deep healing, a deep spaciousness in the back of the throat, the pit of the throat. Our center for communication. And then as you breathe in, come up and rest in behind eyebrow center, Ajna chakra, the center of light, sitting into this lightness of being, third eye, in behind eyebrow center, as if there's this light beam that lights your path. Feel lightness all around you. The all-seeing inner eye lighting our path. No fears or worries. We can never get it wrong. We're always on our path. Finding and following our light. Is there a natural pulling up towards crown chakra, sahasrara, center for consciousness? We're working in Dhyana Mudra for our own inherent wisdom. Sahasrara crown chakra. It's actually a gateway, an opening to universal consciousness. Tuning inward to that universal consciousness. Is there any sensation? The purity of being and consciousness. When all the mundane falls away. And the understanding of it all, so it is just as it is. And we just be. Into our pure essence of being. No separation from self or other. Being able to sit in the pure consciousness of being. Is there a feeling of that plumb line of energy from crown of head to pelvis, from crown to base, Muladhara back up to Sahasrara? Is there a gateway of energy, a lightness of being? Is there a sense of pure spaciousness? Are you able to sit into the spaciousness? feel ready to rest down on the yoga mat, Shavasana, ease your body down. So if you need to mobilize, stretch out for a moment, ease the body down to the mat. Extra layers of your cool body temperature drops through relaxation. Eye pillow over the eyes, dim the lights, whatever you can do. And give yourself this moment to rest onto the mat, coming into Shavasana and resting down. Give yourself these few moments to settle, balanced or different, readjust. And then when you're ready, awareness to the rise and fall of the abdominal region. Abdominal wall rising on the inhale, softening down with the exhale. Abdominal wall rising on the inhale, softening down with the exhale. And then exhale fully, bring the awareness into both hands, to the backs of the hands, the palms of the hands. Slide down the thumbs, first finger, second finger, third finger, and fourth finger. Awareness to the wrists. Breathe in, slide up through both arms to the shoulders. And exhale, soften. Feel the weight of both hands, arms, and shoulders drop down onto the mat. Bring the awareness to the underarms. Slow, deep breath in. And exhale, slide down through the body. Come down through the legs, out through the feet. Awareness to the soles of your feet. Are there any sensations in the soles of your feet? Tingling or numbness. Breathe into these feelings. Exhale, drop into the backs of the heels. Feel the feet are heavy. Can you let them drop into the backs of the heels? Feel the feet drop away. And into the backs of the heels. backs of the heels. Breathe in, slide awareness up both legs, all the way to buttocks. Breathe out, soften. Feel the calf muscle spread. Feel the right calf spread. The left calf spread. Feel both calf muscles spread down. Come up through the backs of the knees. Breathe in. And breathe out. Feel the backs of the knees lengthen and open. Feel the back of the right knee lengthen and open. The back of the left knee open. Feel both knees lengthening. Breathing in and slide up through backs of thighs and buttocks. Breathe out, soften. Feel the right thigh and buttocks soften and spread. Feel the left thigh and buttocks soften and spread. And then both thighs and buttocks spreading down, releasing. Awareness to the tailbone. Breathing in, slide your awareness up the spine towards top of neck. And then breathe out, soften. Feel the muscles on each side of the spine soften and spread. Feel the middle back releasing. Feel the weight of the right shoulder blade release down the back. Feel the weight of the left shoulder blade release down the back. Feel both shoulders balance down the back. Bring a slow, deep breath across both shoulders. Breathing out, feel the weight of the shoulders drop down. Balanced or different, how does it feel? Let them surrender. Tuck the chin down and in, elongate the back of the neck. And then exhale, let the weight of the head release. Feeling the weight of the head release. Awareness to the crown of the head. Bring a slow, deep breath in. Feel the skin at the crown and sides of head drop back to the mat. Come over to the forehead. Bring a slow, deep breath into the forehead. And exhale, soften. Feel any tensions release away from the forehead area. Feel the skin smoothing and softening. Awareness to the right ear. Awareness to the left ear. Right side temple. Left side temple. Right eyebrow. Left eyebrow. Right eye. Left eye. Muscles of and around the right eye. The muscles of and around the left eye. Right eyelashes, left eyelashes, right eyelids, left eyelids. Bring your awareness to rest in the spaciousness between top and bottom eyelids. Eyebrow center, eyebrow center, tip of nose, right cheek, left cheek, top lip, bottom lip, jawline and chin. Come into the mouth, teeth separated. Notice where the tongue is in the mouth. Let it relax. Make a swallowing action. Come down into the back of the throat. Center chest. Abdominal region. From within your body, abdominal region, and feel the total abdominal region moving as you breathe in and moving as you breathe out. What do you feel from within your body? Breathing in, breathing out. Take these few more moments, your time. start to gradually lengthen and deepen your breaths. As the breaths deepen, start to rub thumbs and fingers and wriggle toes. Open and close hands, flex feet back and forth. Circle joints, ankles and wrists, full rotation. And then opposite direction in your time. And then stretch out when you're ready to. Three times stretching out. And after your third stretch, bend your legs up, roll to your right. Give yourself a moment there. Keep the eyes closed if you can, and move slowly to come up and sit. Once you are seated, Dhyana Mudra again with the palms turned up, right hand on top of left, let the thumbs gently connect. Keep the eyes closed if you can as you give yourself this moment to sit. Again, a few moments tuning here, what's here for you. Inhale, let the arms sweep up. Connect the hands together and touch to the forehead. As we move through life with thoughtfulness. Touch the hands to the lips. As we move through life, we have kind words. And bring the hands to the heart. As we move through life, we have compassion and we have kindness. Namaste. Fold the body, stretch forward, surrender. Be still or rock it out. When you're ready, simply rolling off, finishing in your time.